Welcome everybody back to the Athlete Inquirer. My name is Justin Gotzi. Thank you so much for checking out this Professional Wrestling Inquirer. Today, guys, we're here talking a little bit about NXT down in Florida, a very exciting promotion going on. It's the WWE's developmental area, and I honestly have to say I'm a huge fan of it. I tune in every single week, have not missed a single episode. Over the past year, it's such an exciting promotion. If you guys do not have the WWE Network, I recommend you guys going out there, putting down $9.99 a month. It's completely worth it just to watch NXT. Is it the selling point of the network? It's right there. It's right up there. But there's other additions to the network that the WWE has been putting on, and they're really changing it around. And it should get a lot of people's ideas on why right now watching or buying the network is a good idea. So like I said, we're here talking a little bit about what's going on down at NXT. As you can see by the title of this video, 5 development wrestlers have been released from their contracts. Dustin Moeller, Laszlo, Vonda Kresk. I'm not really good with names here. I'm doing it the best of my ability. And Liana Vona, Zakari, and most recently it was none other than Brian Reed, aka known as Tony Briggs, and Denzel Freeman. Now Denzel Freeman and Tony Briggs, they were squash matches. Doing some backtrack into their careers, and a couple of media outlets as well have said they have not competed actually on an NXT event. They were just they were just squash matches. Even if it was just a quick squash match, and I don't really consider that a legitimate match of squash matches. If you want to do something towards like a Baron Corbin who can finish an opponent in 20 seconds or 15 seconds, I don't really consider that a wrestling match, and I can't really say that's a legitimate match. So I consider that as no, he did not officially compete on a show, because you can only put in 2 or 3 strikes, and you have to make the other opponent look good. No matter what pushes it's going forward. The WWE is notorious for doing this. Look at Vladimir Kozlov when he came in. Baron Corbin. I don't know exactly if Denzel Freeman or Tony Briggs actually competed against Baron Corbin. My knowledge of the actual situation is not 100% clear about it, so I can't go back and say, okay, Denzel Freeman did face off against Baron. Tony Briggs did compete against Baron Corbin. So those are the 2 biggest names coming from the promotion down in Florida. I mean, the WWE has a good mindset on what they're looking for. They have done a great job in bringing in guys like Sami Zayn, from ROH. They've done the same thing with Kevin Owens, aka Kevin Steen. The independent, circuit, they got in Adrian Neville, formerly known as Pac. Finn Balor coming over from New Japan Pro Wrestling. So they've done a great job bringing in some talent, but the WWE still has that mindset of, they think they can go into, the world of bodybuilding. Triple H, a bodybuilder himself, he has the mentality as well of, there could be a possibility that the next bodybuilder could be the next WWE champion. They have to start somewhere, and that's what NXT is currently going through right now. I think NXT, they do have a good roster, but there's not enough room for a 1-hour time slot, to bring in guys like to bring in some under talent. They're not pushing some of the guys who just signed their contracts. They're not ready for TV yet, and I'm guessing that's the reason why Denzel Freeman and Tony Briggs were released along with the other 3 wrestlers that were later announced as being released. So it's a nice it's a nice thing for the WWE, because if they don't have anything for these guys right now, they're given an opportunity to go back on the independent circuit and make a name for themselves. And who knows, maybe that they can end up coming back to the promotion, and that's what I think it's a good idea. As the wrestler like a Denzel Freeman and Tony Briggs, you feel like you've done a lot on the independent promotion. You got that opportunity with the World Wrestling Entertainment, NXT. They don't have anything for you. It's lucky that you're not with the company just sitting there. Go out there, make a name for yourself, and get back into the WWE. Have the WWE catch your eye. Don't do whatever it has to take. Whether it's spending a year or so on the independent circuit again. You can still make a name for yourselves. Pac did that, aka Adrian Neville. Look at him. He's a former NXT champion. He made a name for himself on the NXT roster. He's up at the main roster right now with the WWE. The Ascension has done that. I know that Conor O'Brien and Victor, Victor kind of came out of left field for me. Conor O'Brien was on NXT. He was a schmuck on NXT. No one really knew if he was ever going to have a good wrestling career. He totally dominated. They totally dominated the tag team division in NXT before getting called up to the WWE. Yes, it was not a great time right now for the ascension up at the main roster right now, but you guys know what it means. Take the time, put in the hours, put in book yourself, try to get on any card that you can on the independent circuit. I know there's a couple of promotions out there, like I said, ROH, New Japan Pro Wrestling. If you want to count Omega with the Hardys, you can go to Global Force Wrestling. Tony Briggs and Denzel Freeman could be possibly welcome there, and possibly even TNA if the TNA wants to bring in some development wrestlers. I haven't really heard or any announcement of TNA actually signing in a couple of future wrestlers. I don't know. The current standpoint in TNA is not great, so maybe if the TNA brand wants to bring in these guys, that's fine. It's up to them. But you know what? Like I said, Denzel Freeman, Tony Briggs are the two highlighted wrestlers I'm here talking about in this video. But overall recapping, hit the independent circuit. It does not hurt to hit the independent circuit, make a name for yourself, and who knows? WWE will be contacting you. That's what a lot of people have said. Have the WWE contact you. Make a splash on the independent scene. That is what WWE has done, and that's what they saw in Steen. They saw it in Zayn. They saw it in Owens. So that's how it happened. And for guys like Freeman and Briggs, that is their opportunity. This is their chance now. Maybe because it just they didn't have anything for them right there or right now in NXT. Now it's time for you guys to hit the independent circuit and make a name for yourself. So let me hear your guys' opinion about this. My name is Justin Gotzi for the Athlete Inquirer, bringing you guys a new episode of the Pro Wrestling Inquirer. Make sure you guys leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys click that subscribe button. More videos like this will be coming in the near future. We're going to have William Morgan come on here and do some videos for you guys. So I got a lot of excitement around this Pro Wrestling Inquirer. It's going to be a great idea. The future of this website, formerly known as the Sports Nexus. We are now going in a different direction with the name. We're going to start doing some more sports stories and everything like that. We're going to try to make it into a nice magazine-style website. So make sure you guys go and check that out. We're going to leave you guys the links down below in the description on where you guys can get all of our blogs, our Twitters, on everything down below. My name is Justin Gotzi for the Athlete Inquirer. And I'll catch you guys in our next video.